behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there, it's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up shortly. But before we begin, always click that subscribe button and the bell below you there, and you're always going to get notified of any new episodes coming your way. And leave the comment on the comment section if you like. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And on the description part, there's contact info, and there's contact info again at the closing credits at the end of this episode, so stay tuned for that. For the second time on our show from Paris, Tennessee, we have Rick Revel. He's giving us some updates, and I know you want to stay tuned for that. And we'll get to that in a second, but first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show, so don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
The Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix is a 2-hour show playing independent and mainstream country music you know and love. Be sure to check it out at thecadengordonshow.com for more information on the show.
Okay, we're back, and with us for a second time on our show, we have Rick Revel from Paris, Tennessee. Thank you so much for coming back on the show, Rick.
It's good to be here. We've had a good time last time, and we're back again.
Yeah, and I just before we started, I just thanked them for some of the artists that they did bring to the show since then, and we had Clinton Gregory, which was on our show just a few weeks ago, and
Yep.
we had a few others. So, and we want to thank you for that. Well, tell us a little bit about what's been going on with you since last time. I mean, I'm sure you have some updates you can share with us.
Oh, wow. It's been a lot going on since we talked about Hard Times in the Deep South, which was the last project we were working on. And we finally got our album finished. Took us 18 months to finally get the project to a finalization. It was launched or released on August 15th. So it's a new release. And with that, we went ahead and released a new single. So it all came out at the same time. Some fun things we're doing with it. I know CDs are becoming passe because everything's streaming today and downloading. But we did a CD this time, and we also did an LP, vinyl albums, and they'll be coming in sometime in the next couple of weeks. And so we're trying to do things that has a little nostalgia attached to it. The title of the album is That Muscle Shoals Sound. And so that's kind of what we wanted to do, was give it that taste, that little nostalgic look and that feel. And so you can think back to when Southern rock and outlaw country was the thing, back in the late 60s, early 70s, when it was really hot on the radio. And that's what we wanted to do, is have that sound, because a lot of the songs that we've got on this album we've captured that sound. And we wanted to capture that same look. So that's the reason we went that direction. As far as it being a great project, it's hard as an artist to say if it's going to be good, bad, or what's going to happen with it. But we put it out for reviews. I'll let you take a listen to it. And you zeroed in on She's a Bad Girl. That was kind of funny. I liked that you zeroed in on that song, and it's kind of an R&B influence. The whole album has variety, and that's what I wanted to do, is when capturing that Muscle Shoals sound, I wanted to have variety. So you have straight on blues, you have things that's got the R&B feel to it, things that's kind of outlaw country. Muscle Shoals sound song itself is straight on Southern rock. So you've got all these blends of music mixed in there. The single we've got now, though, the best way I could describe it, it's a song that it's more of an outlaw country, traditional outlaw country, if there's any such thing, but we tried to keep it to where it doesn't have that modern sound to it. So many of the songs in country playlists today, they all sound alike to me. They've gotten to where they all have it's the beat and everything and how they produce them, and it's almost cookie cutter. And when we put together Southern Man in a Strange Land, it's different. It reminds you of something Charlie Daniels or Hank Jr. did early on. So it's got that feel. Matter of fact, Hank Jr. took Country Boys Can Survive, and I
Mhm.
think he's re-released it, revised it, and says America Can Survive. So he's got that revised version that's making its way around. So I don't know. It's fun, Paul, to be able to take and shake up the market a little bit. Some of the responses we've got from radio, I think it's surprising. I thought it would be a regional song because it's about the South.
Mhm.
So I thought, yeah, people in the South, they'll listen to it, but it's half and half. To be honest with you, when it comes to radio play, we're getting UK or United Kingdom radio stations, one in France and two in Australia has picked up on it. So it's starting to go international already. So I don't know. You put the music out and you let the public decide. That's all you can do.
Yeah, that's true. And like you said, that song, "She's a Bad Girl," you like you said, I really loved it, and you wrote a review for my song there, and I appreciate that. Um, and I guess this is out now. This whole CD you're talking about. If so, tell everybody where we can find that. I mean, do they have to write to you, or can you just find it on all the streaming sites, or how can you do that?
Well, we are through CDX Nashville, who are on all these the streaming platforms, Spotify, whatever you can think of, Deezer. You just iHeart Radio on their streaming platform, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, you name it, it's there. When it comes to being able to get a CD, if you'd like to actually have a physical CD, more for a keepsake than anything, but if you'd like to have one, you just go to rickrevelmusic.com, and we have a link on there to where you can go to our store and get that. And then as soon as the LP albums are ready, they'll be online to be able to pick them up. Of course, I've written books, and I've got 7 or 8 other CDs or music albums there if you'd like to take a look. So rickrevelmusic.com, get a chance to see what our music's like. And we're different. We try to do it from more of a wholesome, all-American standpoint. We've been nominated for Americana Vocalist of the Year. So we appeal to that audience that's looking for that Americana sound. So it's kind of an interesting ride, as I'll tell you, Paul. It's a lot of things happened since last time we sat down and talked.
Yeah, okay. And the name of the song is the name of the album, I'm sorry, is what was it called one more time?
Name of the album is That Muscle Shoals Sound, and the name of the new single is Southern Man in a Strange Land.
Okay. Well, go out there and get that album today. I know he would love it. I know you would too. And do you got any concert dates coming up that you might want to promote that for, or are you not having any concerts right now?
Right now we don't. We're still in the process of getting a band together so we can do that. We're starting to get a lot of nibbles of people saying, well, we want you to come here, we want you to come there, up in Kentucky and other places. But right now we're focusing on promoting the song. And if we do take some dates, I'm sure it's going to be later in going into the winter quarter, possibly going into the first of next year. But that's something we're working on feverishly, trying to get everything ready. We want the right players if we're going to hit the road. We want to make sure we got the players that can deliver the sound. And when we hit the stage, I want to make sure the songs sound as close as possible as what you hear on the album. So that's always the goal of an artist, to recreate that sound that's on the album and give it a live energy that makes people want to go home and tell everybody else about that song they heard tonight. So that's your goal.
Okay. Well, it is a great song, and I know you guys are going to love it. And we're going to get to that in a second. But Rick, thank you so much again for coming on the show.
Yep.
Come back anytime. We'd love to have you back again.
Well, great to be here. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, Southern Man in a Strange Land, and it begins right now.
and there are those that try to fix me. I got rebel blood flowing in my veins. It seems to drive them all insane. I don't buy the lie they sell. I want the truth and not a fairy tale. They don't listen to what I say. They want things just their way. I'm a southern man in a strange land. The South ain't the place that it used to be. On the court square, here go, there's no statue there for you to see. You can't erase what took place. You have to learn from your mistakes. I'm a southern man, taking a stand while I can. God save the Southland. My daddy and my grandpa too shared that old red, white, and blue. I'm mighty proud of my bloodline, but some won't like what they're gonna find. A loyal son of the South, but I'm a patriot without a doubt. I hate seeing freedom fade away. America kneel and pray. I'm a southern man in a strange land. America ain't what she used to be. On the court square, you go there, there's no statue there for you to see. You can't erase what took place. You have to learn from your mistakes. I'm a southern man, taking a stand while I can. God save the Southland. I'm a southern man in a strange land. The South ain't the place that it used to be. On the court square, you go there, there's no statue there for you to see.